Hi, this is a presentation of the vowel sounds of Tibetan. We have finished the 30 consonants, and now we're going on to the vowel sounds of Tibetan. So just to wrap up from the last video, here's the complete 30 consonants of the Tibetan language. Alphabetical order is by row. Okay, so if you have to look something up in a dictionary by hand, you would go this way. Okay. Now we're going to move on to, so let's just say the alphabet for good luck. Let's say, please say ka, 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 nga, cha, 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 nya, ta, 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 na, pa, 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 ma, sa, ca, za, wa, sha, sa, ya, ra, medium tone, ra, and trilled, not with your teeth on your lip. Ra, la, sha, sa, ha, a. Okay, those are the 30 consonants. Why are we doing them in a vowel class? I have to mention one thing. Every Tibetan consonant is assumed to have an inherent a sound unless otherwise indicated by a vowel sign, a vowel symbol. So anytime you see by itself a consonant standing by itself, it's assumed to have an a inherent within it, which again is called the soak or the life of the letter. Okay, so it's very interesting. If you think about English, it's totally irrational how you say the alphabet. Why do you say A, B, C, D, E, F? Why don't you say E, B, C, D, F, G, H? You see, it's not consistent. English is just weird. But every Tibetan letter has an inherent a. We just go ka 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 ga ga, cha 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 nya, like that, okay? So now, what if you want to give it a different vowel sound? You'll have to start adding symbols, vowel symbols. So there are 5 vowel sounds, but since the first is considered inherent in the letter, in the consonant, we never mark it. There's no separate symbol. If you see a Tibetan symbol standing by itself and there's no other vowel sign on it, it's assumed to be a, like ka, cha, ta, ba, tsa. Okay? So we just have to go over the 4 vowel signs which complete the 5 vowel sounds, because the a is inherent within every letter. There's a debate in the Tibetan scriptures, is the last of the consonants really a vowel? Like that. We're not going to get into that. We'll leave that to Muchu Dharmabhadra and his disciple, they were very heated arguments about it. Okay, so let's just take let's take the first letter of the, for a Tibetan, this looks like an A. That's the mother letter of all their alphabets. What is this? Ka. Say ka. 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 Now let's start adding the 4 vowel symbols, which would change it from the natural a or the inherent a to some other vowel sign. I'd like you also, we'll have a separate drawing class, how to draw the characters, but in the meantime you might as well learn it. Traditionally you would use a bamboo pen. The word for pen in Tibetan is nyuku, which means piece of bamboo. And it was just a sharpened piece of bamboo. You could not make movements up, and you could not go back. All movements had to be down or to the left, or you see? But you couldn't go back with a bamboo pen covered with ink, you see? So when you make the vowel signs, there's a trick to it that will make it more attractive. You start the first one by making a small C, okay? And then in a separate stroke, you go down, okay? Like that. So you don't go like this, because you can't do that with a bamboo pen covered with ink. I should have come down a little bit further, okay? This vowel, each of the 4 vowel symbols has its own name. And you need to know the names, because when you read out loud, and when you spell out loud in Tibetan, you must know the vowel symbol names, okay? So they each have names. This one is called Giku. Say Giku. Giku. Okay, Kiku. I'm not aware that it has any separate meaning. I'm sure it had, maybe it meant hook or something, I don't know. But Kiku means the E sound. So when you say kiku, what's the first vowel sound?
E.
E. So kiku is the name for the E vowel sound. Okay? So this is by itself is ka. You add a giku, it becomes ki. And don't get sloppy. When people add vowel sounds, they lose their correct pronunciation of the consonant. So they'll say ki. You see what I mean? You got to say ka. When you read this out loud in a class, C-A-T, cat, in a Tibetan classroom, they'll say ka, kiku, ki, ki. It still has to be high tone. It still has to be unaspirated. It has to retain the quality of its column. So don't lose them when you add a vowel. Don't get sloppy when you add a vowel. So say ka, giku, ki, ki. What are you doing? Ki. Okay, high tone, unaspirated. Ki. Okay, a ki means for example, with a different letter, and then ki means dog. So you've got to do this carefully. Say ka, giku, ki. Okay, alphabetically after this is the first vowel. So when you're looking up words in a dictionary, you'd look up ka, kak, kang, and then you'd go to ki. Okay. And if you're interested, which nobody is, but I don't care, when you're cataloging stuff in Tibetan, you don't number things. You don't say book number 1 in the Kangyur, in this canon. You don't say book number 1, book number 2. You say book ka, and then book ka, and then book ka. And when you run out of consonants, you start adding gikus. Book ki is the 31st book in a library. And that's how they catalog things. They don't use numbers, they use alphabet, which gets kind of weird after you cover all the 150 possibilities. Then you got to go into cow and q and... Okay, so there's the first, alphabetically, there's the first vowel sound. Symbols, sorry. The next one again, draw a C and then come down from the upper left. And it'll look great. You don't do this Sanskrit thing of this, you see. It's 2 strokes, because the assumption is you're using a bamboo pen, okay? And then it will look nice to a Tibetan. They may not even know why. Okay, say ka. This second vowel symbol is called shapkyu. Say shapkyu. Shap is the honorific for foot or leg, and kyu means a hook. So this is the leg hook. So say ka, shapkyu, ku. Don't lose the high tone unaspirated. Don't say ku. Ku means body. The sound ku means body. Sound ku means juice. So you don't want to confuse them. This is ka, shapkyu, ku. Ku. Okay, good. So that's the second vowel symbol. It's the third vowel sound, because there's a natural on in all consonants with no separate symbol. Okay, now let's do the third one. The third symbol, and it's just a straight stroke from the upper left, okay? Say ka. This vowel symbol is called dengbu. Say dengbu. I'll teach you how to pronounce it correctly later, but right now you can just curl your tongue back and say dengbu. Dengbu. Okay. Deng means to, you know that Iwo Jima thing where they lift the flag up? Deng means to lift a flagpole from a horizontal to a vertical position. So that's the idea, like it's halfway up. That's deng. Bu means like a little bug or a little character. Kids are called boos, deng bu. It's like a little slash or something. Deng bu. Say deng bu. Ka. Deng bu. Ke. Ke. So we had a, I, U, E. A, giku, shapkyu, dengbu. Okay, don't say dra. That's English, right? Dra. Just curl your tongue back and hit the top of your mouth with your curled tongue. Dengbu. Dengbu. Okay, dengbu. Good. Okay, so you notice that the sound of the vowel symbol is in its name somewhere. Giku, shapkyu, dengbu. Okay, I-U-A. Okay, last one. Say naro. Naro means horns of a bull, and that's convenient because it looks like horns, okay? And the vowel sound, the quality of the vowel is O. So in the name naro is an O. In the name dengbu is an A. In the name shepgyu is an U. And in the name giku is an E. Okay, that makes it easier to remember. Unfortunately, you also have other sounds in them, but say ka, naro, ko. So don't get sloppy and say ko. Okay, that's a different meaning. Ko means necessary thing, ko means to understand, and ko means leather. So you got to pronounce them correctly. You got to keep those columns straight. This is ka, say ka, naro, ko. When you jorlok means spelling out loud. C-A-T, cat. Jorloking in Tibetan is extremely important because why? There are so many homonyms. There are so many words that sound the same that are spelled differently. So in Tibetan, it's extremely important to learn jorlok, and we'll have a separate series on jorlok, how to spell out loud. Okay, so let's do the 5 vowel sounds again. The inherent vowel, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Ka, ki, ku, ki. Ka, shepgyu, ku. Ka, dengbu, ke. Ka, naro, ko. And that's the alphabetical order when you're using a dictionary. So it always goes a, I, u, e, o. Okay, a, I, u, e, o, walla, walla, bing, bang. Okay, that completes the 5 vowel sounds and the 4 vowel symbols of the Tibetan language. And next we'll go on to suffix letters. Okay.